Hey guys, it's Landon. I'm going to show you my Web 2.0 application. We're going to be using Blogger on Google. Something that our school really wants us to use is trying to get as much as we can out of Google. So I thought that this would be great and something that definitely I could use as both an administrator and as a teacher. So the first thing we got to do is we're going to sign in. One thing right off the bat is I couldn't use my school's Gmail account because it said I didn't have permission, which is something I just need to talk to the IT guy about, giving permission to use this application within Google, and I think it worked great. So I just used my personal Gmail account to do this. Alright, so we log in, and the first thing you're going to see is the blogs that I have under my name or the name that you use to sign in with. As you can see right here, I only have one, the Web 2.0 application that we're going to use here, labeled Pilot Grove C4. So we're going to click on that. And the first page you go to is an overview page, and this page is really kind of cool. It gives you news about the application itself, but then also gives you right off the bat, how many views your page has. This is fairly new, so it doesn't have very many views, as you can see, but something right off the bat that you can say, hey, how effective is this? How many people is it really getting out to? One thing I want to do right off the bat is I want to show you this button, View Blog. So we're just going to look at it real quick. And this is the blog that I've set up. As you can see, it's fairly simple to navigate. You can see the post over here on the left-hand side, and then these things that Google calls gadgets are pretty much any other little section within the blog itself. So that's just a quick view of that. We'll come back to this. I'm going to go back and forth to show you the different features of it. So we're going to go back to this tab, and then we're going to go look at post. I have 2 posts on the blog so far. One of the things that's really cool about this is that almost any time you do something on this, you can automatically click view, and it'll either show you, it'll pull up in another window, or it'll show it to you actually on the blog itself, which is kind of neat. You can always go back and edit and then delete. Another cool thing that Blogger does is you can always revert this back to a draft. So you can essentially unpublish something that you don't, maybe you want to think twice about, and get that off the internet before you really fine-tune it and get it the way that you want it to be. Go down here to Pages. Pages is essentially the different kind of sections, or if you think about like a book, the different chapters within your blog. I only have 2, and you can, again, just like posts, view them within a separate window or actually on the blog itself, and also unpublish them, which is, again, something I think it's really cool and effective if you want to take something back off the internet, which we all know we wish you could do every now and then. We're going to go down here to Stats, and this is just a simple more breakdown of that overview page that we first saw. So this is kind of the first graph that you saw, and then it breaks it down even farther to how many views you had. And if we go down here, one of the cool things, it shows you actually where people are finding your blog at. What search engines are they using to? What keywords are they using? And then if we go down here to audience, you can actually see where people are that are looking at your blog. So I've got somebody from the United States, which I think mostly this is me, and then for some reason somebody in Germany looked at my blog already. So it's really pretty cool, and it shows you down, it shows you this map of where people are reading your information at and viewing your blog. Even breaks it down by browsers and operating systems of who's looking at your blog. If we go down here to layout, this is probably the best feature of this application on Google, and one of the reasons that I chose to use it. It makes it really simple to design the blog and put things exactly where you want it. And the coolest thing about it is if I want to change something within this, all I got to do is click Edit. It'll pull up a new window and show me, exactly what I need to type in, how I want to lay it all out. And then this preview button over here. So if we click that preview button, it'll actually pull up a preview of the blog so that you can see it before it gets published. and what it would look like, which is something that I think a lot of people would use and use quite often. So we'll close out of that and go back to the edit page. Here's the thing I was talking about with gadgets. If we go back to the actual blog, you can see this is the Google +1 gadget, and I added that by using this button called Add a Gadget, and they've got basic ones that Google has on here, but then also you can even design your own gadget or use other gadgets that people have created on the web, which is something that, you know, there's literally any kind of gadget that you can think of. I've got one that shows me the page views on the bottom of the page. You can have a video bar where it just displays like the most the most viewed YouTube video clips for the day on the bottom of your blog. Essentially anything and everything that you could do on the blog itself. And then the last thing, okay, so you've got it where you want it, you think, but again, this page looks pretty blank, so you can't really see anything on it. And if you notice this top line here, it says add or remove edit gadgets on your blog, click to drag it, rearrange gadgets. We want to do that with the template designer. This is just actually where the things are going to go and not necessarily how big they are or anything like that. So if we click this, go to the actual design thing, this is what makes it really, really easy. And again, the preview feature is something that I think that is really beneficial. So if I want to change the template itself, I can click on the different ones that they have. This is the one that I chose. I just changed the color of it. But if we want to go to something that's really, really drastic, that has all kinds of pictures and everything else, and you can see my blog's actually changing. That one didn't really view because I didn't have a whole lot of pictures and everything else. But if we use this simple one, it's really pretty basic. If we go back over here to background, we can then change the color of the blog, which I chose purple because that's one of our school colors. But again, showing you the preview of it and what it's actually going to look like on your blog is something that I think that anybody and everybody can use. So then we go to layout, and this is, again, it shows you that blank generic where the gadgets and where your blog posts and things are going to go. But then if we click how the actual blog is going to be laid out itself, whether we want all the gadgets to be on the right hand side, or if we click this one, it moves all the gadgets over to the left hand side with the blog post being predominantly on the right. So that is the template designer. I'm going to go back, and if we want to apply that, all we got to do is simply click this apply to the blog. We're not going to do that though, and it's going to pull up a pop-up, and yeah, we do want to leave this page. But that is Blogger by Google. It's something that I think a lot of people can use. Another feature of it that I didn't mention is this mobile feature, so you can actually change it to what it would look like on a mobile phone as well, giving you a barcode that you can actually scan in to pull it up right on your phone, or you can click this option that makes it where what you view on the mobile device is the exact same thing as what you would view on a desktop. Something that's pretty cool with this application. So that's Blogger. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.